Good morning. Just a little morning motivation for y'all. And today's episode is on self responsibility. A lot of times we be responsible to our family, our jobs, our lives, just everything else in our environment, but the main thing we supposed to be responsible for, ourselves. A lot of time we don't take self responsibility. And self responsibility means self care, self help. Just knowing when yourself needs a break. We do not be responsible for ourselves. We do not take the time needed for ourselves to heal, to process stuff, to just relax. We be having so much stuff going on through life that we never actually slow down. And slowing down is a big part of self-responsibility. We coming on to the end of 2023 right now. Now, I mean, this year was really up and down for me personally. But for everybody, too, this was a topsy-turvy year. And I don't want that energy from 2023 going into 2024. So I've been doing a lot of self-evaluations. I always do that before the new year starts. I like to get a jump on my new year. So I start around November, December for the last 3-4 years. I start my New Year's. I do all my New Year's resolutions now in November. So I have them ready for January. And I really stuck to a lot of my New Year's resolutions for 2023. So I'm really happy in myself. So again, self-responsibility is a big thing. You do not take the time needed. When the last time you took self-care? I mean, a day for yourself. You didn't even speak. Like last Sunday or whatever, a week ago, I didn't speak to nobody for the whole day. I didn't even speak like words at all. I just chilled in the crib all day, binge watching and say nothing to nobody. Like literally no words came out of my mouth the whole day, and it was amazing. I like to call it a day of silence because again, we need that sometimes. Sometimes you need a day of silence of not talking to nobody, blowing everybody off, and just being as rude as possible as you can. Again, you have responsibility to yourself, and we do not be living up to that. That's why we be feeling bad and depressed and sad and melancholy, because we do not be living up to the greatest responsibility we have, taking care of yourself. If you take care of yourself, you can take care of everybody else. All right? It's one of my favorite quotes. You take care of yourself, you can take care of everybody else. When you sad and miserable and tired, you're going to rub that energy off on everybody else, and they're going to see that. So I like to, not saying necessarily you got to be jolly and happy-go-lucky all the time, but again, just being a good spirit, because that rubs off. People don't need to know your problems. Unless they're close to you, they don't need to know your problems. All right? Walk tall, walk with pride, walk with self-responsibility. Like, okay, I have to take care of myself. I have to look good, I have to feel good. And the funny thing will happen when you start looking good and feeling good, you actually going to do it. Just a little more than motivation for y'all.